Have you ever stopped to think that the words we speak can change our lives, for better or for worse? Every word that leaves our mouth isn't just a sound. It carries a unique, special energy, one that has the power to influence our thoughts, our emotions, and even our everyday experiences. When we speak, we send messages that go beyond what we consciously mean to say. They transform into vibrations that spread through our environment, impacting our beliefs and shaping our reality. Imagine each word is like a seed. When you say, "I can't" or "that's impossible," you're planting a seed of doubt and limitation. If you repeat those words, your subconscious accepts them without question. And over time, they take root, influencing the way you face life's challenges. On the other hand, if you confidently affirm, "I am capable" or "I deserve the best," you're planting seeds of prosperity, confidence, and love, nourishing your inner self and paving the way for new opportunities. Too often, we use words automatically without paying attention to their true power. Talking about our difficulties or complaining on a daily basis creates a cycle that reinforces feelings of inadequacy. The subconscious doesn't care whether those words were spoken thoughtlessly or with intent. It simply stores that message and begins to work with it. So, if you keep repeating negative phrases, that same negativity will be reinforced in your life. Think about how you talk to yourself. When you say, "I'll never succeed" or "I'm not good enough," you're, in effect, giving permission for those thoughts to become reality. Every repetition of those words solidifies a negative, limiting image of yourself. That's why it's so important to pay attention to your inner dialogue. Instead of beating yourself up for mistakes, you can choose to say, "I'm learning, and every day I get better," and start to feel the positive energy these words bring to your mind and heart. The true power of words lies in their ability to transform our reality. This isn't just a trick of the imagination, it's something that truly happens. Thinkers like Neville Goddard taught that we manifest not what we desire, but what we are. If you constantly express the idea that you're unhappy or that something is always missing, your subconscious picks up that message and helps create a scenario that confirms that belief. Instead, if you use words that affirm your ability and worth, set as "I am blessed," "I am strong," "I am worthy," that transformation starts from within. It's also important to understand that simply changing your words isn't enough. You need to feel what you say. If you claim, "I am happy," without truly believing it, the change won't happen. The strength of a word lies in the combination with real feelings of gratitude, love, and confidence. So, when you make a positive affirmation, it's essential to feel that truth deep in your heart. That genuine emotion energizes your message and makes it powerful enough to transform your reality. All too often, in the rush of daily life, we forget to nurture that part of ourselves. We speak without thinking, complain without meaning it, and repeat phrases that reinforce our fears. How many times have you heard someone say, "This always happens to me," or even worse, heard yourself saying it? These words, laden with negativity, eventually create a difficult cycle to break. But when we decide to change what we say in simple ways, the effect can be enormous. Begin today by replacing "I can't" with "I'm working hard, and every day I get better." Small changes in language can lead to big transformations. It's as if each word is a tiny tool for creation. When you choose to speak with optimism and confidence, you're sending a message to the universe that you want to see different results. And the universe, in its mysterious way, responds to that energy. It isn't an instant miracle, but a gradual process where every positive word helps reshape your mind and, consequently, your reality. Beyond speaking to yourself, think about the conversations you have with others. When you interact positively using words of encouragement, you not only raise the energy of the group, but also inspire those around you. A simple, supportive phrase can uplift someone's spirit and create a more harmonious, welcoming environment. On the contrary, conversations filled with complaints and criticism tend to attract even more challenges and conflicts. Whether internal or external, our language builds or breaks down our world. Modern science shows that our brains can rewire themselves through our thoughts and words. This ability, known as neuroplasticity, means that by changing the way we think and speak, we can literally change our brain, strengthening neural pathways that favor positivity and resilience. So, when you choose to say "I can" instead of "I can't," your brain begins to adapt to that new mindset, opening doors to fresh possibilities in your life. And it's not just about having pretty words or trendy phrases. It's about forging a true connection between what you express and what you feel inside. When you begin to use your words with intention and awareness, you start to notice the difference it makes in both little and big situations throughout your day. You feel lighter, more confident, and more open to receiving all that life has to offer. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with every conscious choice to speak with love and faith, it grows stronger. Another essential point is that the words we say don't simply fade away over time. They get stored, influencing not only our own minds but also how others see us and how the world responds to our energy. For example, if you are in a work environment and constantly vocalize that everything is hard, that negative atmosphere spreads, ultimately shaping the collective experience. But if those around you speak with vibrant, positive energy, it creates a supportive and inspiring network that can transform the entire setting. For many years, the idea that you reap what you sow was repeated by wise individuals and spiritual leaders. Today, we understand this simple truth: what you speak is what you attract. If you insist on reinforcing ideas of lack, opportunities will be scarce. But if you start talking about growth, abundance, and love, those words help create a field where possibilities multiply. This shift in perspective is an invitation to observe your own conversations, both with yourself and with others, and ask, are my words taking me where I want to go? It's an invitation to develop a daily practice of paying attention to your internal dialogue. Set aside moments to reflect on what you say, whether aloud or in your mind. If you encounter negative phrases, challenge yourself to rewrite that narrative in a more positive, inspiring way. Turn "I can't" into "I'm learning, and every day I get better." Transform "I'm weak" into "I am strong and capable." This change isn't merely about words. It's about seeing yourself in a new light. **** When you adopt this mindset, transformations begin to appear. You feel more motivated, more prepared to face challenges, and more open to the opportunities that life offers. The energy generated by your words starts to reflect in your actions, strengthening your self-esteem and shaping a better future. And best of all, when you transform your speech, you also inspire those around you to do the same. This ripple effect of positive energy creates an environment filled with love, respect, and collective growth. So, here's the simple lesson: take good care of your words. Every word you speak carries weight, strength, and the power to transform. By choosing words that reflect love, abundance, and hope, you not only change your life but also contribute to a more positive and harmonious world. If you believe you can make a difference, start by paying close attention to what you say. Transform your inner dialogue, replacing criticism and discouragement with affirmations of strength and gratitude. Allow every word from your lips to be a conscious act of creation, a small step toward a brighter future. Remember, change begins within you. Your words are like arrows shot into the universe. They return one way or another, reflecting what you've planted. So, if you wish to harvest a life full of possibilities, start planting seeds of optimism and confidence right now. Speak from the heart with sincerity, and let your voice become an instrument of light and transformation. May every time you look in the mirror, you say, "I am capable, I am strong, and I deserve the best that life can offer." May every conversation you have be filled with encouragement and love. And with that change, may you experience the incredible power of transforming your reality, noticing how every little choice of words makes a difference. This is the simple, powerful truth. Our words have the immense power to create our reality. When you choose to speak with sincerity and positivity, you open the door to a world of possibilities that can manifest in every aspect of your life. So, allow yourself to embrace this transformation. Be conscious of every word, and watch them turn into actions that can change your destiny and the destiny of those around you. Let this moment be a turning point in your life. Make your speech a kind of magic, a true reflection of your truth and your deepest desire to live fully. Plant words of love, nurture a language of gratitude, and see how the universe responds in surprising ways. May your voice become a positive echo, spreading hope, courage, and transformation all around. Take very good care of your words, because they aren't just sounds that vanish into the wind. They remain, accumulate, and ultimately help create the story of your life. And that story, incredible as it may be, is always in the process of being written by every word you choose to say.